Now she's going to find the front. Once she found the 9, if you made the pass, you run to the backside. This has just been a tough year for everybody, and I'm really surprised emotionally the toll it has taken on me personally. Just going week to week saying we're going to push it back a week, we're going to push it back 2 weeks, we're going to be able to play a season if we start in June, and then it just all falling apart at some point saying no, we're not going to do that. And it was like, you get into a rhythm, and the rhythm was broken this year for a lot of people, and that's why I guess we were looking forward to adding this indoor and hoping that this thing would be enough behind us that we could start to gather again. But you never know. It's kind of day to day, week to week to see what's happening here. And while we're waiting for things to settle down, it's good to be back with the ladies and to be training. You guys, if you lose the ball to the defender, you've got 5 seconds to get it back and get a shot on goal. We'll have a little bit of a lull this year that we've not had. Normally we would play a couple indoor friendlies, and then we would start training in February to get ready for our exhibition in March, April, and then we would go right into WPSL. This year we'll be finishing up our indoor at the end of February, early March, and then there'll be a gap. We wanted to expand the opportunities for the ladies to be able to play, number one, showcase their talents, and give our fans another opportunity to get in front and be able to see their favorite team, their favorite women's team in Columbus. It's a fairly new league, so it's a new opportunity. We kind of watched for a year or two to see how they were doing, and then kind of jumped in this year, especially since we missed our summer season in 2020. So we're looking forward to adding that to our repertoire of offerings, events for our fans. I left my high school coaching job this year, and I was it's been 19 years that I've always been on the field somewhere, and beyond that there was another 5 or 6 years I did club, so it's 25 years I'd always been coaching somewhere. And this year has been a strange year because we lost the summer season for the Eagles, and then I wasn't coaching high school either. But when the opportunity came here in the indoor, I said, what the heck, that might be fun. Oh, Mo, the question about pass back to keeper. It's an exciting game to watch if it's done really well. It's not soccer indoor, it's arena soccer, and that means that walls are fair game. There's no offside in arena soccer. In that it is going to be a quick line change. You run in for 2-3 minutes, and then it's just a whole bunch of substitutions. Boom, we keep on going. So it's fast. There are 60 minutes of soccer that are going so fast, and very few breaks in between. So it's a fun and exciting game to watch because it normally is higher scoring. You get a lot of good scores that way. But we have to learn that it's a different game, not the same inside. And if we get that, and we've got the talent that we got, we could be really good at this game. When I look at our roster, they are amazing athletes. They are amazing soccer players.
I'm Monique Reventlow, and I've been with the Eagles for 5 years. I'm extremely excited to be back on the field. For the longest time when everything was super uncertain, it was hard not knowing when we would be able to do so again. So I'm just excited to see how we come out. We're a pretty new indoor style team. Played outdoor for a few seasons now, but and some friendlies indoor, but haven't actually played as a real competition indoor team. So now that we're having practices in indoor and learning the style, I think it'll bode well for us.
I love it when we have ladies that have been here 4 or 5 years, that they are the veterans, that they're going to hang around, and my ideal would be that they stay until they retire from the game. But all along we're going to have new talent that graduates from college, somebody moves into town, says I'm looking for a game, keeps us fresh.
My name is Melanie Hall. This is my first year with the Eagles. Playing at a high level again is exciting. Expectations are high, which is awesome, and just the level of plays is what I expected to be, which is nice. It's nice to play at such a high level, and the girls are super awesome, so I'm excited.
When you go back and you look at all the people that maybe have been involved in Columbus Eagles soccer, there could be hundreds of players now that have put on an Eagles uniform and have been part of our legacy. I will say this about 2021, I'm looking forward to getting back on the pitch some way, somehow. I'm encouraged by the support I'm beginning to get from some sponsors that are starting to join. We just signed 2 new sponsors in the last 2 weeks. As a club, I'm encouraged that this could be our best year. We were on track last year to start bringing in 500,000 fans at our outdoor games. And if there were no restrictions and everything was normal, I think we'd pack this place for our indoors as well. Right now in Resolute, they have a capacity of 200, and I guess the advice is half. So we could have 100 spectators. Now, being allowed to have spectators and whether we should have spectators are two different things. And so we keep watching what's going on and with trends and whatever to see what's going to keep our fans safe and keep our team safe. So that's up in the air on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis, but it's more important safety of people than it is playing a game. We do have Plan B, that if we are allowed to play the games, but we don't think we're going to have fans, we will have Eagle TV live streaming every game. And so the only issue there is normally people come in, they pay $10 a ticket to watch the game, and we won't have that revenue to offset the cost of renting the facility and producing the event. So we're trying to find a way that we could allow our season ticket holders and people that have already paid to see that they can get in free on the Eagle TV and maybe then have a pay to watch fee to at least help us cover. And if it's not mandatory, at least maybe have a place where you're enjoying the game, would you maybe throw us $5 or $10 and help us out a little bit, because it does cost a lot of money to rent an indoor facility for the hour and a half that it's required to do that in the middle of their busy season, and all the other things that come into play to put on an event. The revenues come from our sponsors and from our ticket sales, and if we can't sell tickets, we got to find some other way to replace that revenue. So I'm excited about the growth in our players, the quality of players that we have. Everything in the club is on the rise, except maybe the bank account, but we'll work on that.
All right, set it back up again.